I'd say in high school, I wasn't very entrepreneurial, mainly because I had no exposure to it, if I'm being completely
Right.
honest. For me, coming from a family who've always worked in either big business or they haven't really ventured into their own thing as a standard job. For me, it was always okay. Well, work in a big company and you'll do fine.
Mm,
Uni has obviously changed that perspective of mine quite a bit, and I think at a young age as well, sort of a university age, it's one of the
mm,
best things that you can do. And I saw this by looking at what others were doing. People who were getting into, BCG as consultants, people who were getting into Goldman as investment bankers, right? Just out of uni. A lot of the things that they did was starting up their own organizations. And it's because it teaches you everything about running a business, right? Which you can't learn anywhere else unless you have firsthand experience doing so. And I think it's something for me which has helped me differentiate myself too, whilst exercising my passion through an organization. For me, it really stemmed from understanding that in uni, especially in my discipline, you need to differentiate yourself. You need to stand out from the crowd. And one way to do that is by starting something of your own and having that project and seeing where it takes you as well. Right. And not only that, but worst come to worst, I mean, not worst come to worst, but it is something that you can continue working on in the future as well. Right.
yeah.
It's always something which you'll have as some sort of passive income stream as well, which is fantastic. So for me, there were lots of benefits to do it. I think the hardest part of starting it, at least, has been just maintaining it throughout COVID and sticking true
Yeah.
to the mission that you're trying to bring forward. I can speak from experience here. You learn to be a lot more disciplined with the way that you
Right.
do things as well. And you learn to stay grounded, which is really important, right? I think a lot of people, when they start university, and myself included, wanted to
Mm,
do a little bit of everything. When in reality, what's more beneficial is doing a few things, but being really, really good at them, right? You want to make sure that you have your roots cemented in things which you're going to take on your career forward.
mm,
So of course, the X's and O's do exist of starting a business, and they always will. But regardless of whether it's successful or if it fails, it is a personal lesson which you do learn, right?
mm,
A very, very famous quote, I'm sure everyone has heard it before, is failure is the first step to success, right? Because it teaches you, where you went wrong, so you know for next time how to improve it. And now, even in massive companies, entrepreneurship is being brought in again, right? In the form of innovation. How do we improve the way we do things? No matter what level you are, that I guess that idea and that skill of innovation and creativity is something which, if any graduate or any student possesses, that is a
mm,
huge thing for them as well. And I think starting your own organization, having that freedom to choose how you want to run it and what you want to do, that
mm.
helps build that skill a lot. And I've found myself, going into job interviews and such, and that being a talking point between me and the interviewer, because it
Right.
is something which they've seen value in as have I.